Namaste moms to be. I've had a few requests over the past few weeks asking me for a video on lymph drainage, on detoxing, on how to control water retention, and also how to help aid or manage gestational diabetes. And I'd like to say that all of those are kind of interlinked, and I can probably help you with this 20-minute video with all of that. So let's start in a comfortable seated position. And as you can see, you don't need a lot of space in your house, but try to be somewhere where you have access to a wall. It might come in handy later. And if you have a yoga block, get that ready too. If you don't have one, don't worry, you can use a cushion or a pillow. Let's close our eyes, find a comfortable seat. And just take a few deep breaths in, and as you exhale, just notice the immediate effect that that exhalation has on your body as you release and relax. Inhale, lengthen and expand the body. Exhale through the nose or mouth. Release and let go. Let's take one more deep breath in together. And one last comfortable exhalation. Let it all go. Good. Now for the next few breaths, I want you to gently, you can place your fingertips on your belly and really relax your stomach muscles as you inhale. Feel your belly button slightly push out. And as you exhale, fall back into the spine. Keeping that nice deep belly breathing. I want you to reach your hands up with the inhalation. And exhale. Release the hands down to the floor. Good. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale up. Flowing with your breath. Exhale. Release. Down. Good. And if you're pregnant, you're welcome to always breathe out through the mouth. It helps to keep the body cool. Good. One more breath in. And one last breath out. Good. Now let's take our chest all the way down to the floor. Try to breathe the heart forward and exhale. Release the breath through the back of the spine. Release your head as far forward as you can. If you cannot reach the floor, you're welcome to use your hands. And just gently rest your forehead in the palms of your hands. Take a few deep breaths here, sending your breath now into the back of the rib cage, all the way into the back of the neck. And exhale. Release. Good. We're going to take one more deep breath in. And with the next exhalation, we're going to try and fall a little bit further towards the floor, giving the lower intestines a little bit of a squeeze and comfort. Good. From here, inhale up halfway. Walk your hands over to one side and stretch into that opposite lower back. So we're releasing the kidneys a little bit, and at the same time, we're giving our internal organs a little bit of a massage. So here I'm leaning to my left, which means my pancreas and spleen are getting a little bit of a massage, while my kidneys and adrenal glands relax. And notice I have just a very gentle sway in the body. Nothing forceful, just a gentle rock from side to side. Good. Go ahead and walk your hands over to the other side. So for me, I'm walking over to the right. I'm stretching into the left lower back, and at the same time, I'm massaging my liver, my lower, small and large intestines, all on the right side of the body. Very good. Walk the hands back to center and then walk them back up to find your seat as we started. Good. From here, we're going to reach our hands up. And we're going to continue that nice massage into the sides of the bodies by swaying or reaching and falling from side to side. We're releasing, but at the same time, we're lengthening the spine. So our digestive system, when we are pregnant, it slows down. But it's also due to a congestion in the nerves leading from the lower back. So we want to make sure that we stretch into the sides of that lower back, freeing up the nerves and freeing up the blood supply. I inhale up and I exhale as I release into my stretch. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, and you want to do this at least about 8 to 10 times. Feels really good, and it's a really great way to get more mobility in your spine too. One more. Exhale. And all the way up. Good. Next, let your hands find your knees. And we're going to start rocking over the pelvis. Now I really want you to focus and exaggerate these movements and really give those internal organs a nice squeeze and massage as you just roll about over them. Don't worry, baby also likes this kind of movements, and this is also a great way to get baby to go head down, so optimal birth position, right? So you want to sway about 4 to 8 times to one side and then change over and go the other side. Really focus on contracting the abdomen and then releasing it, and then contracting and then releasing it. Good. So it's not so much focus today on the shoulders and the neck. We're more working on the abdomen, right? Because we work here on digestion today. Very good. And release. Next, we're going to stretch our legs out in front of us. Find both your sitting bones firmly on the earth, and then draw your right heel into your left groin. The higher you can get it up, the better. And you want to apply a little bit of pressure into that leg because we have lymph nodes here, and we want to stimulate our detoxification process in the body. So we're going to reach our hands up. Inhale high, long spine. As you exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee. Now you'll see my body kind of slouches a bit here. We're going to take one more deep breath in, and then exhale, twist a little bit further. Make sure this twist feels comfortable. Each breath you take in, you lengthen the spine. And when you exhale, you comfortably twist a little bit more. Good. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Cartwheel the hands back. We're going to breathe this leg down, and the other leg is going to come up. So remember, left heel into that right groin or inner thigh. Try to apply a little bit of pressure into it, and then breathe the hands back up. Nice long spine. Exhale, right hand to left knee. I'm gonna slouch. Now I'm gonna inhale, I'm gonna lengthen my back out, and exhale, twist a little bit. And we're gonna do this 4 times. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release. And take note of this leg over here. There's action in this leg. Okay, I'm pressing my knee into the floor. I'm pulling my toes up towards my body, and I'm twisting at the same time. So there's a lot going on in this little posture. Last breath, inhale up, exhale, twist. Very good. Cartwheel the hands back. And release. Good. From here, I'm going to stretch both my legs out in front of me. If you need to place something underneath your bum, go ahead and do so, because I want your back to feel relaxed. Our legs can be slightly wider, so even wider than shoulder width. Now we're going to point the toes. Looks lymph vessels are transporting all our lymph fluids upwards in the body, and it needs muscle movements. So we want to stimulate that process by flexing and pointing. Good. And then we're going to circle the feet. So circle it. At least 4 circles to one side. Good. And 4 circles to the other side. Good. Remain sitting up straight. Don't start slouching. You want your back to be nice and strong. Very good. Knees are nice and wide. Hands are underneath the line of the shoulders. They can be a little bit wider than shoulder width. Good. From here, we're going to inhale, pull the belly button into the spine. And exhale, push the tops of the feet down. And then release the spine, opening the root chakra. Inhale. Now I want you to squeeze the root chakra as if you want to pull it up your spine. As we exhale, we simply open and release the root chakra and send our breath down and out. Good. And again, inhale. Squeeze the root chakra, lift it into the belly button lift in and up the spine. Exhale, release. Very good. 3 more. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, release. Good. And 2 more. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, open. Last one. Inhale, squeeze the root chakra. Try to suck the root chakra up your spine. And exhale, release. Good. Now touch your toes together. Open the knees a little bit wider. Reach your hands a little bit further to the front. And we're just gently going to rock into a child pose. And a gentle movement through the groin. So we're not coming into a cobra. We're keeping the spine nice and neutral. Here we're squeezing the abdomen. And we're reaching forward. Good. Exhale. These are also wind releasing postures. When we're pregnant, there's a lot more gases building up in the body. So it's always good to just support your digestive system to help release those gases from the body. Very good. 1 more. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good. Now we're going to start moving more into lymph drainage postures. So we did a lot for digestion. We started on lymph, but we're going to move more into lymph and water retention. Good. Now from here, you're going to tuck your toes. You're going to move your feet as wide as your mat. You're going to push into the floor and rise up through your tailbone. So you come into a wide-legged downward dog. And I want you to start pulsing through the legs. So really walk it out, warm up the legs, get a lot of blood flow to the back of your thighs, to the back of the calves, and also around the feet. Don't worry if your hips swing from side to side. It's actually kind of nice. And you can even exaggerate that movement and really loosen up around your hips. Good, stay for 2 more breaths. Very good. Take a moment to roll the knees down. Keep them nice and wide. And you can tuck your toes. So press your toes into the floor if it's comfortable. And sit back on your heels for a moment. So lymph drainage moves up the legs, but we also have toxins in the arms and all around our head and sinuses that needs to drain. So in this position, if it's comfortable, you can reach your hands up, and we're going to do Spanish hands. So 1 circle one way, 1 circle the other way. And we're just going to circle those hands as the arms come down. Good, and we're going to circle the hands as the arms come up. It's also a very nice way to just release some tension out of the wrists and the shoulders and the neck. Good, and then circle the arms back down. Look at my hands, I'm really saturating these circles. Good, and I'm circling my arms back up, really moving through my hands. Very good. From here, I'm gonna move my hands down, tuck my toes. We're gonna come into a forward fold. So inversions is really good for lymph drainage and for water retention. So get the legs nice and wide. You can bend your knees as much as you have to make sure that your lower back is nice and straight. Your shoulders and your arms and your head is simply resting down towards the earth. Now, if you need a block here, use it. Use it for some height and just release down. Of course, if you can't straighten your legs, all the better. Just make sure that that lower back is nice and straight. There's no tension in the upper body. And we're gonna take a few circles with our head. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Good. Bend those knees even more. Drop the tailbone and start rolling up through your spine. If you need to use your hands to walk yourself up your legs, do it. But do it very slowly because we want to avoid dizziness. There you go. Good. Now from here we're going to do 8 deep squats. So we're going to bring our feet shoulder distance apart. Our hands are going to come to our heart. From here, we're going to take a breath out. And as you inhale, bring your hands behind your head, open your elbows, take a deep breath in through the chest. And again, bring the hands down to the center of the chest. Squat. Good, and inhale up. And exhale. Inhale, push the tailbone slightly forward. Lift the rib cage. Good. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Really try to open your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades into the spine. Good. 3 more. Inhale. Strong legs. Good, 2 more. You got this. Last one. Inhale. And release. Good. Now let's step to the center of the mat. You can bring your feet about hip distance or a little bit wider. Make sure the outer edges of your feet face forward. Pull your toes up and then push them back into the floor. And we're going to do some raises onto our toes. So your hands can be on your hips for balance, or if possible, you're going to interlace your fingers and you're going to stretch your hands up over your head. All right, today I'm going to keep my hands on my hips. We're going to inhale, rise up onto the toes. Exhale, slowly down. And again, inhale up. Exhale, slowly down. So this does help with water retention, with lymph drainage, and it also helps strengthen the core. And down. Good. And up. And down. Good. 3 more. Make sure your glutes are working, your thighs are all working, stomach is nice and strong, long spine. Slowly down. I think it's 2 more. Let's do 2 more. Up and down. Last one. And up. Very good. And down. Great job. Right, our last standing posture of the day. We're going to come into standing tree pose. Now we did tree pose sitting down, but this time you're gonna bring your foot as far as you can into your groin. Now if this seems completely impossible today, don't worry. You're gonna bring your foot next to your ankle, or you're gonna bring your foot onto your knee. Only if it's comfortable, you're gonna bring it all the way up and bring some pressure into those lymph nodes. Very good. Push your knee back by activating your glutes and rise up through your spine. Hold the tree pose here for at least 10 slow counts. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. Walk it out. Good. Walk it out. Right, let's bring the other foot up. All the way into the groin. Got it. Breathe the hands up. Palms pressing together or even rising up above your head. And hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7. Remember to push your knee back. Activate the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Great job. Walk it out, shake it out, do what you have to feel good. And we're going to bring it down back to the floor. So come down to the floor in any comfortable way. This is where your wall comes in handy. So you might have heard that you should avoid shoulder stands, headstands, arm stands, handstands, all of those inversions while you're pregnant, but I'm going to show you a great way to do a shoulder stand, which is very effective for everything we need to heal today, right? So you're going to come lay down as close as you can to the wall with your bum. You're going to reach your feet up, and don't worry, you're not going to be on your back for too long. You're going to reach your feet up. Make sure they're about shoulder distance or again hip distance apart. And you're going to press your feet into the wall and start rising up through your hips. So this is a very effective and safe way that you can do your shoulder stand. You're going to hold it for 5 breaths and then roll back down through the spine. And it's quite a nice little massage over the shoulders. Very good, all the way down. Inhale and again exhale, roll on up. Good, and hold it here again for 5 breaths. Good, roll down through your spine. Very good. Let's come into the last one. Maybe move your feet a little bit higher. Exhale up. See if you can lift those hips a little bit higher. Now just be careful for the legs to fall open. You want to bring your inner thighs together. Good. Hold it. Good, and roll down through your spine. Good, we're almost done. Grab your block, you can use it as a little pillow or use your actual cushion. Come down onto your side. Once you find a comfortable position, pull your knee into your armpit. Give it a nice little hug. And then straighten your leg out as much as you can. We're again going to do those circles with the foot or a point in the flex. Just doing the last bit that we can to help with water retention and lymph drainage, detoxing the body in a very gentle way. Good, hug the knee back into the armpit. And then place it down onto the floor. Good, you can swing your legs around or you can simply roll over your back and find your position on the other side.
Knee into armpit, big hug. Lift up that leg, point flex or circle. Exhale, pull that knee back into the armpit. And then rest the leg down. Very good. You can spend some moments on your side as long as you need until you are ready to come back up to a seated position. Find your seat. Breathe in through your spine. Take note how much easier it is right now to take a breath in. So take that breath in. And as you exhale, release through the mouth. Good. You're going to breathe your hands up over your head. Touch your palms and exhale your hands down to the center of your chest for namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this helps you. If you need something a little bit more powerful, feel free to send me an email or a Facebook or Instagram message. I'm happy to help. Goodbye.